I really wanted to have this conversation because your story is powerful on so many levels. And before we talk about results, can you tell the people who you were when you first reached out to me personally and professionally?
Um, oh, well, I'm the same person, just a little bit more empowered, I would say. Maybe and more confident. I think those are the biggest 2 things I would say. And honestly, professionally, I feel like I understand. I can help people in my same situation a little bit better with my experience. So, yeah, I feel like I've learned a lot. I got out of some bad habits. I had some stubborn ideas about things, and I resisted a lot of your recommendations, like regarding fasting and protein, timing of eating, and stuff like that. So I was kind of well, I was very set in my ways about what I believed would work or not work. That had been, I guess, part of the common, I guess, messages that were given. And so I was really hanging on to those. And over time, in the 6 months we worked together, I let go of those things and kind of started to trust, okay, well, I'm going to believe what he says. I don't know. He knows better. Um,
Well, and
so,
did you notice some big changes when we started doing those
uh
things?
huh. Oh, yeah. I don't think I ever told you, but, or maybe I did. I don't know. Um, but you wanted me to eat breakfast and you wanted me to get carbs that I wasn't comfortable with. You wanted me to get more calories than I was comfortable with because I was in my I kind of had and I this is I'm revealing this to you. I don't know if I guess you already know this that clients will not tell you the truth.
It's more common than not.
Cuz I'm you're giving me, all this information and tell me how to do it, guidance. And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, but I'm going to do it this way." Okay? But yeah, you gave me one thing that was really, really stuck out to me is the calories, right? So you wanted me to get a certain amount of calories, and you said, you talked about protein, and I was insistent on fasting. So I would fast from like 7 p.m. till noon or 3 the next day. Because I had this idea, fasting has really been driven into our brains for a long
Yeah,
time. In doctor circles, at least, obesity code was really big and fasting and there's benefits, right? But
absolutely. Everything's a
as
tool.
a you were recommending that I eat breakfast, and I finally started to, because I kind of honestly, everything you tell me, I kind of check it out elsewhere. I kind of triangulate the knowledge.
Like trust but verify. I that's
Right,
kind of
right,
okay with
right,
that.
right. So because I'm like, look at you, you're not me at all, right?
Yeah. Not
I'm
even a little,
like,
quite the
you
opposite.
right, come on. I'm like, does Steven really understand, what it's like to be perimenopausal woman? Oh my god, I don't know if I understand. So I'd triangulate with what I could find on the internet, and I found some, like, female not electrophysiologists, exercise physiologists and things, and they talked about protein and breakfast, and they confirmed what you said about creatine, and they had some just, really big experiences with creatine, with protein, with calories. So once I started to eat breakfast, a little bit of protein and it's not even a lot. I wasn't even eating a lot in the morning because I don't want to eat in the morning.
That's
But
small changes. Small
I
changes make
started
a
to
big
have
difference.
just like 4 tablespoons of some yogurt with some protein powder and a few little frozen berries. My energy level got better. I didn't have the afternoon slump. I could eat more calories and I was no longer like plateauing like I was.
And
'Cause I was
even
literally eating 1,200 calories. I could eat 1,300 calories and plateau and not budge. But when I increased my protein and ate a little in the morning, my lifting went up. Like, I noticed my lifting went up, and I didn't have the fatigue in the afternoon, and, um, I could eat 1,700 calories, 1,600 calories. I could eat blew my mind.
yeah, I think we had you over 2,000 for a while,
No, I think
for a little bit.
I don't know. I think you had me at 1,600. Even that I wasn't comfortable with. I wasn't
Yeah.
even comfortable with
We had
1,600.
to start bringing you back up, in order
Yeah,
to reverse
because
diet.
I was convinced like, "Oh, I'm just gonna have to I can for the rest of my life, I can only have 1,200 calories." That's what I was convinced of. I was like and I don't. And I prefer, I prefer plant-based or non-meat sources of protein. So I was eating tons of chicken, and I told you, remember that once I told you, I said, "I'm sick of chicken." I, like, revolted and I rebelled, and I started to let myself have, and I know it's really bad, and everybody talks bad. The processed, proteins, like, I love Impossible Burgers, I know it's very processed, but you never gave me a hard time at all with that kinda stuff. You're just like, "Get the protein." And
Because
so I
we were making lifestyle changes, right? That's the whole thing.
Yeah, right, you didn't really nitpick too much the what I was eating. I mean, I guess I could have asked you to, but I don't like to have meal plans. I don't like to be told this is what you have to eat exactly. So it was nice to have the flexibility, at least just have the macros. And I was resistant to switch from Lose It to my Fitness Pal, but I did it. I did it because you told me to, and I do like it. I
You
think
do
it's
like
more
it?
ac I like it, and I still use it, and I paid for the, whatever. It's more expensive than Lose It, but I like it. I was
That's cool.
initially, I was like, "Ooh, I don't know if I like this," or meh, 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 but I think it's more accurate than Lose It from what I found, 'cause I used Lose It for, like, 10 years at least. So, it was a really hard switch, but I'm gonna stick with, my Fitness Pal, and, I got a Hume Body Pod recently for myself for Christmas. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but,
They're all one of those things where it's like, if you're using it as a measuring point, it doesn't
baseline, right,
yeah, it doesn't have to
right.
be 1,000% accurate
Mhm,
as long as it's doing what we're using it for, right?
mhm.
But so even with your medical background, what felt the most frustrating?
What do you mean as far as
As far as anything, I mean, it could be getting started. Like, did you feel like I should be able to do this by myself? Or it was it like, questioning everything, which I'm okay with. Some people feel bad
Yeah.
about it. I'm okay with you questioning
Oh,
absolutely
yeah,
everything.
totally, right, totally. Yeah, I mean, you can have all the knowledge in the world, right? Right? If somebody had a pill for that leap from knowing to doing, oh my
Yeah,
god, I
that would be
mean,
great, wouldn't it?
geez. I mean, that's the key, right? So I knew I was stuck, like you asked at where I was and where I am. I had and I've it becomes kind of like a groundhog day. I know everybody's gonna whoever hears this will resonate, right? We get into these patterns and you can lift out of it for a while and it goes back, I felt like I was always hovering in this pattern of, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be healthy, I'm gonna be healthy, da 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 da." But sometimes it felt like, okay, I'm just white knuckling. I'm being way too restricting of myself. And the rebel's always gonna come out if you do that to yourself.
Absolutely.
So I was and then the more the rebel came out, the more hopeless I felt, the more I just spiraled downward. And, everybody's rock bottom is different, but for me, I just wasn't comfortable in my own body, you know? I wasn't, like, loving my body, and, um, I was ready for something. I was ready for something big to really get me out of the mud, and that's why I reached out to you. And
And
I
you
don't
did
even
it. You
know.
did it. I
Yeah.
I I appreciate all the credit, but all the credit is due to you, you're the one that
Yeah, right.
you
I
did.
mean, but what you can give to people is, and this is what I believe in my job too. I mean, this is what I wanna be, and I think what you were to me or are to me is an instigator of my own healing, an instigator of my own power, you know, because when we're in a downward spiral or we're feeling stuck and so alone, we forget that we're so powerful, and we mitigate our choices, the power of our choices, and so you really it was so much part of everything, like you were a key player in whatever this thing I'm going through. You know, this part of my life it's pretty big. Like I didn't realize that menopause, perimenopause, or whatever is. I guess I'm almost menopausal, but it's to be determined, that you never know until a year after. But anyway, so this is pretty big, and I'm glad that I did reach out because I really needed something like your guidance and that outside eyeballs, the outside observer.
Absolutely.
Had lost my own outside observer. It's just felt so clouded with judgment and hopelessness and confusion. Is you know, so it was good to have a different observer status to kind of clear it up, start fresh, like with some knowledge that I could be given that maybe I wasn't open to before, and so yeah, super powerful. And I think, yeah, I guess I am pretty different than
Well,
in
and
a lot of
that's
ways. I have a lot
well,
of
I mean, yeah,
tools.
we lost 25 pounds in 6 months.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a
Yeah, I
go pick
forget.
up a go add 25 pounds onto that barbell and then pick it up, and that's what you were carrying around, you know?
Wow. Oh my gosh. I know I forget that. Because I still slip back of, like, that judgment of, like, "Oh, it's no big deal. I didn't change. Oh, look at me." I still judge myself so much.
That's why
But
even coaches have coaches, right? I mean,
right,
that outside perspective is huge. It's, like, huge.
huge. The accountability, is huge. But yeah, I'm more of a friend of my body now. And I'm more,
Which is what we
oh
want,
my
right?
gosh, yeah, more than ever, I'm like, I'm talking to my body. I know it sounds crazy, but I've started to talk to my body and it speaks to me. I know that sounds crazy, but it's
No, but
great,
it always does, we just have to listen, right?
Duh,
It's one of those things. Our body
listening.
tells us everything we need, we just need to learn how to listen. Um,
Exactly. That's
I
huge.
like it. What
Huge.
made you
Yeah.
decide to get support instead of continuing to push on your own?
Well, when you're up against a wall and you're just like, I don't know what to do. It's desperation, really.
Mm.
I mean, it
Sometimes.
it it really is. And just to realize, know, um, yeah, you have to realize that you just need help. I guess you have to give up. I mean, I have to give up some of that hubris of like, I know what to do and da, 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 and the judgment of like, I should be able to do this, right? Yeah. I mean, that's and for me, like I still even battle with motivation of going to the gym. And so
I always say motivation is a liar because motivation is that feeling you get from an inspirational video or from it's a short burst of energy, right?
mm-hmm,
Motivation can be used, but when we have the proper systems in place and the discipline, you don't
right,
need the motivation because you just do it.
right,
And
right. You
you
don't
don't
think
have
about
to
it.
think exactly.
Right.
So when we started working together, how did your relationship with food change?
I have a healthier relationship with food. And yeah, I understand how food affects my body more.
I think we're just a little more conscious of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think you have the
Yeah.
knowledge. It's just that we weren't applying it to our day to day.
Yeah. Well, no, I didn't know really. I mean,
Really?
I could be at a calorie deficit. I could eat within the yeah, I could eat within the macros. I could eat at a calorie deficit, but like I learned because I was weighing daily and I was looking at the data as observing it and I could eat, I made my kids lasagna, for instance, and I just ate a little bit, just like half a little, not even that much, like a deck of cards, right?
Just focus.
A little bit, and I was at a calorie deficit. I think I stayed within my macros, and I would gain 2 pounds the next day. I learned that pasta for me, like, made me kind of bloat up. I don't know what was going on, but
I'm in the same situation. I love pasta.
yeah,
I love it.
yeah,
But part of my problem is that a serving size of pasta is a joke.
right,
It's um,
right.
and then I have the same thing. I'll wind up eating pasta and then I feel bloated for like 3 days.
It's crazy, right? And I guess I never really realized, like, wow, and then bread also does that, but not as much, but I'm like, like, okay, my mom sent a pecan pie, let's
That's why we go with sourdough.
oh, right, right, exactly, with fermented the yeast. But, yeah, my mom sent some pecan pie, and that's a weakness, but so I let myself eat a little bit, I didn't go into this spiral of like, "Oh, F it. I'm just gonna keep eating," or whatever, so but I know the next day I know what to expect. So I already know, "Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna lose. I might be up a pound. I'm not gonna freak out." And I can judge, "Hey, this is worth it. This isn't." Or is it worth it or is it not, And so I feel like, um, my relationship is healthier,
Good.
because I don't overeat as much. And I enjoy my food more. Like, I could make a plate for myself and I could just say, "Oh my god, I love this. Thank you. This is so great. It's so beautiful." I'm just really trying to really enjoy my food, and, I'm enjoying my food more. And I'm not feeling guilty or judging or, less of the whatever drama
What was the
about
stress
food
load?
and
Yeah, I mean, you
yeah,
could people don't realize how much internal stress they put on themselves when they try to do this kind of thing, especially when they try to do it by themselves and you are under your
yeah,
own microscope. But,
right,
like we said, over the first 24 weeks, you
yeah,
lost 20 to 25 pounds,
right, yeah.
which is huge, especially in
25,
midlife.
right,
Yeah.
really, yeah, really 25. From when I first called you, yeah, it's been 25, almost
Yeah, that's why I
30,
say 20
almost
to
30.
25 because
Yeah,
the first couple pounds is probably more, just like water weight bloating kinda thing.
right,
Between 20 and 25 pounds you lost
right,
in 24 weeks, which is huge.
yeah,
But when you came to me, the scale wasn't necessarily your concern. What mattered more for you was more of your energy, confidence, and how you felt in your body, correct?
yeah.
So what changed in how you felt day to day?
I guess more confident as time grew, more as I was not betraying myself, with food or with not caring for my body, I got more and more confident. It's not like I'm super, super confident, but, you know, you just, you walk around and your clothes fit better. So like just these little subtle things just make you have better days, more confident, and then that just builds on itself. Yeah. So it just yeah, that's I guess confidence is the big one. And just more trust in myself, when you're not betraying your body, your mind's not betraying your body, then you just trust yourself more,
And you
and
show
it's
up
huge.
differently across the board as well, right?
Yeah.
I know you shared with me that this didn't just work to change your health, but it improved your relationships and things at home too. Were you
Yeah.
showing up differently? What changed in how you communicated or connected with people?
I don't know. I mean, I think it changed my relationship with myself. Maybe more better days, more days of energy and positivity. Yeah, I mean, it just affects everything. More patience. I mean, believe me, I'm not perfect at all, but
None of it. This is this is not spoken from a pedestal by
right,
any
right, right,
means.
right. I mean, I still have reactivity, but I'm able to I guess look at things, stop, not always, but I'm able to kind of more quickly get out of funks or get out of or see, okay, this is what's going on, meet myself with less judgment maybe and not stay stuck as long. And yeah, I think I feel just a better energy that I have more I really feel just more powerful, really, to change my own energy, that I just feel more in control, honestly.
I love that.
That's
And
the
so that
biggest
that that
thing.
makes me so happy. If another woman in her
Yeah.
50s or even 60s,
Mhm.
especially someone who feels like she should have it together, is watching and feels stuck, what would you say to her?
That's a good thing. I think it's a good thing to feel so stuck that it makes us ask for help, you know? So listen to that stuck feeling, and, I mean, there's value in being in that position, but it won't last. It won't last, and you have the power to change it. Asking for help is important and finding the right help.
Absolutely.
And, and trust yourself.
Because I think it's important to have if you are reaching out to a coach, it's important to have a good relationship with that
Right.
coach.
Right.
For some people, right?
Right.
Um, some people don't really care. They're like, "Just give me the plan and I'll do it."
Right.
Some people need a little bit more of that
Yeah.
personal touch, so it is important to find someone that you mesh with the way that you're looking
It's
for.
I think so. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it might be different for men and women or I don't know, but I think it's important. I think it's very important. Like it has to be a human. You
Yes.
know what I mean? Like I don't
AI is not taking my job just yet.
think so because yeah, I mean, it's different to be human. It really is, and I think yeah, having I think it's really important to have a relationship that's, yeah, supportive and because there's so much shame, right? There's so much like shame and fear. And I mean, it's pretty heavy. Honestly, I think being a coach, it's like, it's pretty heavy because you're getting into psychology and stuff too. I mean,
And it definitely can be.
because when people are on this, I mean, it triggers lots of stuff, right? And so
Absolutely.
working with your body and your habits. And
A lot of
so,
self-reflection.
right.
There's a lot of internal, things going on, throughout the whole process on both sides,
It's
for
big,
everybody.
right? Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah.
I think being willing to ask for help is huge, or even
Yeah.
just reaching that point where you realize I'm backed into a corner. I
Right.
need to do something.
Yeah.
And
Totally.
that's one of my biggest things is
Yeah.
I'm a perfectionist. I'm one of those people where I feel like if it's not done exactly the way I want it done, then it shouldn't I won't do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's stifling, huh?
Yeah, that gets in
That
your
that'll
way.
paralyze you.
That's one of those, things that I
Yeah.
try to help push on other people is
Mhm.
like messy progression, right? So it doesn't have to
Yes.
be clean. It's just the next step.
Right.
You don't have to know where your
Mm.
foot's landing. You just have to start walking.
Right. Yeah. The thing I loved the stuff that you would tell me. Like, one of the first things you said that just blew my mind was what did you say? Let me get it right. Fastest.
It's slow is smooth and smooth is fast.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. That was huge. That
That
was
was
huge.
that's a big one from the military. Use that one a lot. Is don't let me believe in you more than you do.
Oh, that's a good one. Right?
There's a whole bunch of them that get people like that pretty well.
Right. Yeah, but no, I think it's really good that yeah, that gentle like, like okay. Yeah, it's messy. It's okay.
And something else that I push is like as a coach, I don't want to keep you forever.
Right, right.
If someone wants to stay because they like having that person, they like having that check-in, they like having the
Mhm.
structure, sweet. But realistically, like my intent, at least,
Right.
is to help people. And I think the easiest way and the most reach I can get with helping people is teaching you how to do it on your own, you know?
Right.
I can catch you to fish and feed you all day, but if I teach you how to fish,
Right.
I can start
Mhm.
starts helping other people.
That's the real point of power and,
Well, because if I have that impact on you, and then you have that impact on 2 more people, and then it just kind of spreads
right.
out, so
Mhm.
that's one thing.
Exactly. Yeah. I think that's what happens. That's what yeah.
But I will say, I am incredibly grateful that you trusted me with this chapter of your life. What you've done goes far beyond just weight loss. It's reclaiming agency over your own body, your relationships, and like you said, yourself, right? So thank you for showing
Yeah.
people that it's not too late and that you don't have to do it alone.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, and I thank you. I mean, I'll forever you're forever in my story. Forever.
Exactly.
Thank
And
you.
you'll forever be my first in-person client too.
My gosh.
Yeah,
Oh, wow,
you were my
wow.
first in-person client, and then we transitioned to the, strictly
Yeah.
remote soon
Perfect
after.
timing. I mean, it was just perfect timing, you can't ask for more than that. So, if anybody comes across your information and feels feel something, I mean, I would listen to that because
It's worth a phone call, right?
it's worth it. It's worth it. Yes, totally, totally. And onward and forward because I'm not done. I'm not done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, again, thank you so
Thank you.
much. This has been great.
Thank
And you
you.
keep doing all the amazing things you're doing, all right?
Thank you so much, Stephen.